struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's a special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Mac Jones and the New England Patriots taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff's still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. He's Charles Davis. Full disclosure, we both have mittens. We both have coats on up here in the booth. This one, it's going to be interesting.
I've got the long johns, the socks, the boots, you name it. You know me in cold weather, we don't get along all that well. But these games are always interesting because you never know how it's going to play out. One slip, someone's going for 80 yards, and you could lose a game.
From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his third season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Bengals at 500, 7-7 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They go play action with Burrow, rolling to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. A give for Stevenson, running right. Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Throwing, Jones. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is born. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now Jones on 3rd down. Pass complete once again to Bourne. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Escaping the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Jones on 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Burrow will throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Stevenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down and goal. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
And when you run a drag route like this down near the goal line, you're hoping maybe you get an inadvertent pick to set your man free. A lot of people are calling them natural screens. But this was well defense, and they stopped him for just a short gain.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say we should have done better there.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee.
He's got a man complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Jones now. A final shot before break. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevenson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one 28 yards on the ground. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jones. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Ramondre Stevenson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that will tie things up at 13. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books, because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Steps away. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 3rd down, Mixon. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage.
And they'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
McPherson on for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Jones going top shelf for Smith-Schuster, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Inside handoff to Mixon. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now it's Mixon running right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Ready?
And they will take a knee here. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And this is caught.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now Elliott. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So now Jones and the Patriots down by 13, a little under 30 seconds remaining. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Gesicki. Jones.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here's Jones. And that's into the hands of Gesicki.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bengals, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it just keeps getting worse as they're going to fall to 1-14. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.